Hey everyone, Synthetic Future here from the attic again for a change. So I'm going to preemptively apologize for what is probably going to be some pretty rough video quality and some pretty rough audio quality because I don't really have a setup here anymore and we're just winging it. It's anyways just a bit of a rambly video with a bit of an update just to give a little bit of an idea of what is going on at my end because there haven't been that many videos uploaded and I just wanted to inform people of what is going on. So for this video, we are for a change stabilized again, so that should be good, I think. And for audio, we're just using a zoom, which is just off camera. So let's see how that works out. Anyways, what has been happening on this channel? Well, not a whole lot of uploads, which is basically a mindset problem on my end. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world, which is probably well known to everyone, and sometimes it's a little bit much to deal with, especially when combined with family issues, health issues, mainly from my dad's side. I won't elaborate too much on that because he wouldn't want me to. But at least I can say there were some close calls being made there. So it has been a bit rough the last couple of months. Combine that with this crazy war thing going on, which is not directly an issue for me, as in we live in the Netherlands, so we're kind of fine. But it's still something you are confronted with every day, which is tiring. Let alone all the fall off with energy prices and all that stuff. Things becoming more expensive, and it's kind of depressing, really. Anyways, not the entire point of this video to just ramble about bad stuff, because the thing with me is when I get into that state of mind, I tend to hyper focus on one project, which is usually over ambitious, which eats up all my time, which has happened in this case, which has led to me not uploading a whole lot of videos. So we'll get into that in a second, but first let's talk about the attic. As you might have noticed, it's a little bit dark here, so let me just quickly pan over the camera a little bit. That's very nice, motorized, ooh, fancy stuff. So first off, we no longer have a window. There used to be a window here. It's gone, which is both kind of nice and kind of crap, because as you can see it's quite dark in here. On the bright side, we now have solar panels, so at least our energy bills will drop a little bit. And besides that, you can see it's a little bit of a mess. Back there is the project I want to talk about, which has been eating up most of my time. But first, let's do a little spin around. If I'm not mistaken, I can do this. And it should focus, there we go, and now we can turn it around. And I can actually, hopefully, show you the room a little bit with this handy dandy little light. So, let's see. Down here is where my JDXA used to be, which is currently in storage for an undisclosed amount of time until we get the isolation going in this room and we can actually get stuff installed again. Desk is still here. D50 is right underneath there. That's the spot where usually the System 1 would be, which is currently somewhere else as well. If we step over here, you can actually see the windows, which used to be here in seating. And beneath that is the project, which is also not completed yet. And that's my poster walls, which are supposed to be going up here above the desk. Maybe one day. So let's focus down again. As you can see, it's definitely a bit of a mess here, with boxes everywhere and stuff, so it's not a very productive room at all. Which is also a big reason why I haven't been filming here. The rack down here has been kind of lonely, just sitting here, which is a damn shame because I would love to use it again. Next to that is my collection of beer, which is almost empty, which is fine. And that's the stuff that has been eating up all my time. So just pan around and show you that little project. Well, little project. I wouldn't call it a little project. It's one of those projects that got away a bit. So let's get you on focus. There we go. Lovely. So that's my time sync as of lately, and my project of hyperfocus, my pedalboard, which started out as just this little pedalboard, which is right on here. I don't know if you can see it. But then I got a bit ambitious and a few modules got added, and before I knew it, it turned into this, which is a little bit ludicrous. The plan here is to eventually make a video about this project, showing you how I made this, the kind of tools you would need, probably the kind of money involved. That's an interesting topic. Probably want to talk a little bit about working something like this out. So how do you determine what kind of stuff you want to have on your board, which could be a broader hardware based video. What kind of hardware do you need, and how do you determine what is the right hardware for you? This is my little soldering station, which is very improvised. Also probably not the best idea to be soldering with lead solder in a closed environment. But I'm going to say it's a very big room, and I don't spend hunched over on fumes all night or something. It's really one of those projects where you just sink in a couple of hours a week whenever you have a little bit of time, which is also a bit of a downside because I don't have any like detailed video loss. Let me just, it's better for me to actually turn around the stand instead of the camera. There we go, because now I can actually monitor myself. Let's see, where am I? It's kind of fun, right? Yeah, it's cool. So yeah, get the light back in there. Let's make the light a little bit less bright. Oh man, such professionalism. It's really all you can expect here. Super professional stuff. It's a little bit bright. Why are the controls on the bottom of this thing? There we go. So yeah, that's sort of the project I'm going to focus on right now. So sadly, the touch designer stuff, although I do want to continue with it, is currently a little bit on the backlog. VST reviews will be coming back for sure. Whenever I find time, I really just want to finish this project and really get it out of the way so I can kind of move on with my life, because it's really been a hyper-focus project, and however much fun that is, it's also a little bit tiring to not finish it. Another development right now is that I am working with Rware. Chris makes modules for the Voltage modular environment, and I have some modules I made years ago which I posted on my Instagram, but I never had a way to publish them. So I'm looking into getting them published that way, so at least they are out in the world so people can play with them. It should be fun. But I don't have an ETA on that, so could happen tomorrow, could happen in a month, could take longer. Don't hold me accountable for anything. It will happen eventually when it happens. So yeah, that's basically the state of things where we are right now. Spending hours soldering wires in an attempt to make a pedalboard, which is ludicrously expensive and a lot of fun. So I guess that's good. That's all the that's all the updates I have right now. Again, professional YouTuber. Yeah. So if there are any things you would like to know about this pedalboard, that would be cool. I can integrate it into video. If there's anything you would like to see featured on the channel, let me know as well. I can always try to make something happen. And for now, that's basically it for this video. So, bye, I guess. See you later, maybe? Yes. Okay, bye.